Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to
The Bus Factor.
episode 8.
Something. Yeah.
Don't think
Nah,
it's
41. I think.
41.
Yeah, you just
Impressive.
pulled up the page before and it was 40.
Hey, so we don't have like the birthday. Will that be episode 52 or how many did we switch? How many did we not have? Yeah, 41. That's right. You know what I mean?
What birthday? No, I think.
Birthday should be 52 if we've done one every episode.
Oh,
One
right.
every
Yeah.
week.
Theoretically. Well, there's
We've
not
missed a
52
few, though.
weeks.
Isn't there?
No, there's 52.4
Well,
weeks.
then it should be at least 52, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Well, look
we
down
must miss
when's
some.
episode 1.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good idea. 21st of July. May, June, July. We've got like 2 months, two and a half months.
Just got to
You could
change
be
the
back.
label.
Bush is waving suggestively.
Bus
Not this week.
red
Hey,
light
brainwash Kaiser.
runners.
Yeah.
All right, pull that
Stand
there.
up. Go look at the buses.
So last week we were at a different venue where bushes were waving suggestively at us.
Unfortunately, we could not make out any buses. Not
Bus
very
count.
easily, at least.
I did hear that there were some things that might have looked like buses, but
Potentially buses. If they
or
if
just
they looked like buses, they may have
large
been
shapes
indeed
crossing the bridge.
buses. Yeah, but we couldn't. Need that HDMI capture card, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Right, so
It's looking not very many buses at the moment. You see, there's we saw there was some during the pre-show, but
we did see quite a few during the pre-show.
just looking kind of desolate at the moment, isn't it?
Oh,
A little bit windy as well.
you know, I actually kind of want to bring back that old label we had.
The
Bushes
old label.
waving.
Bushes waving suggestively.
Look at that one
No,
right in front of
I think
us.
you'll find that those are actually trees waving suggestively.
Fair enough.
But yes, I can see. How
Did you
can
see
make that.
like the murder on the street?
The murder? They cut
They've
down trees.
cut down like 3 trees.
They've been doing it the last few nights. They cut down a bunch.
Yeah.
I wanted to do the snap where it sounded like I was making a real smelly fart. But it's because if you use your mouth, yeah.
Sure.
I didn't end up doing it. Couldn't make it happen.
So anyway, we got quite a bit on the roster this week.
And we've got a guest in the office.
Yeah, we do
who
have
will
a
be
guest.
coming on the show. And I've actually got his handle written down somewhere. Wiley Dave, but like spelt all weird. Haley Dave. Yeah. We tweeted about that, so you can check him out on Twitter if that's your thing. But he will be on the show later.
Here's a bus.
Just one
bus.
though. Well,
Oh, no, there's two.
so
There's
that's
two. We could start with our first bus story, which could
First
explain
bus story.
why there's no buses.
Oh, it could indeed, actually. So, starting the bus lane today,
Are we just...
pulling out of the garage into
Oh,
the bus
right,
lane.
gotcha.
Because we haven't started on the street yet. So what's the story?
So the story is, there's no bus drivers. There's
No
none.
bus driver. Zero.
None.
Who is that? Is that a fucking robot right there?
Someone just stole the bus,
Someone
I reckon.
stole the bus. We've talked about doing that before, haven't we?
Yeah. But no, seriously, they have had a lot of bus drivers quit and just like not turn up to work and a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff,
And
and
they're not replacing them.
not replacing them, not replacing like the buses on the route. So heaps of people are just like stranded and can't get to work like
Yeah.
during rush hour. I've noticed it myself. Like, so I normally wait until off peak time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't have to like.
Peak time's fucking just
I
horrific.
know, right? And like the other day, I still had to like stand during a off-peak bus. I was like, "This is weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is there so many people on this
They
bus?"
said, you know, they do it every time, but when something like this happens, they're like, it's the worst we've ever seen in 20 years of bus driving. Which, you know, sure, I probably believe that, but also, like, I'm sure that happens every time.
Oh, we got a turner. This is going to be.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
more.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, look at that.
Right,
Fucking
got a number?
yeah. Easy.
route 4. Route
Ah.
4.
Did the turner go as well?
Well,
Really?
flick up that one.
Okay, I think that. Oh no, because
Nah.
he was right. Because the different lights here, that's the one you got to pay attention to. Yeah.
Route 4 straight ahead.
But,
505.
no
Good.
brandishing lately. I got my notifications that my
Bus count. 1.
that your clip went viral with the dude. Yeah. It was a pretty good clip, to be honest. It's got 6.5K views on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
There's someone in the chat
literally the
mentioned,
one we were just looking at before.
yeah, The one
Yeah,
with the
that-
guy. I'd like to see that again, or something like it. It doesn't have to be the same guy. That
It'll
kind of sucked for
probably
him.
happen. It's a popular intersection.
Eventually, especially once we upgrade to the Bus Factor 9000, where we have lights at every intersection around
Oh my God.
Wellington with automated detection systems.
We'll be like bus factor tycoons.
We've got to add that into the detection system. Guy being beaten by police, right? That's like a high priority alert. I care more
yeah,
about that
we
than bus
could
street
send
lights.
it to the Project 11 people.
It's a stretch goal. Yeah.
Or another turner.
Yeah, it's
Oh, come on. No, there's nothing.
kind of loud as well. The buses. Is there a different noise?
Oh, is that old
Weird.
genie?
But there was another noise.
Cool. Yeah, so no buses.
Yeah, no buses.
All the drivers have just
The drivers-
gone.
Do you know what I think happens?
What happens?
We got them all fired.
Do you actually think it's us?
I'm gonna say yes. It might be. I might be misleading.
So I think
Do you think we
no.
had an effect?
no, because
You don't reckon anyone's been fired because of us?
probably not.
Probably, but could be.
Potentially. But the
potentially.
people that are getting fired are continuously running red lights, so they wouldn't fire over one offence.
No, but we've seen how many red light runners?
But the people that are getting
If you were
fired,
on the list every week for a month, they might be like, dude, come on. Right? They might. Or they might just give a warning and the bus driver will be like, fuck you then. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could influence it. It
yeah,
legitimately could.
potentially.
Or if they put out a thing being like, stop running red lights and the bus drivers got angry with it.
But I think
because-
the routes that they were mentioning were the ones from Haitaitai and like Brooklyn and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, that does make a difference.
Not this old one. What's happening? I'm here today.
So far, I've been lucky. Yeah, it's true. Could be our good luck charm.
Oh, got another turner.
And the good luck charm for us and the bad luck charm for crazy
let's
people of
go. Let's
Wellington.
go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fucking.
901. Nah.
Oh, that was pretty close.
Should we call him a half?
Yeah, okay, let's bump it up by half. A 0.1, if anything, because it's just the little tail end. We got the replay here.
Oh, I thought that was it.
What relit is considered running a red light? What? What are you asking? Sorry. I didn't even pay attention to the fucking.
Oh, I
red
don't
light
think
thing.
it was.
Okay, we won't count them then. We won't count 'em.
All right. So you think
could've
we
gotten
have
fired.
gotten people fired?
It's possible,
But-
or at least like annoyed them to the point where they haven't.
Potentially.
Hey, so you know what's funny is we talked about this before because this comes up all the time on the Bus Factor.
Yeah.
They don't have anyone to employ, and the reason is because they pay shit, right? So what happens is as soon as someone joins the bus company, trains up to be able to do it, they're like, wait, I can just drive trucks now and get paid a shit ton more. Why would I drive buses?
Yeah.
Right?
It's pretty funny.
And so their way around is like if they hire unskilled immigrants,
Yeah.
they have like they stay for longer. So they're like, we really need immigrants, and it's kind of like this weird situation. So, but it's also kind of funny that there's always been a lot of stuff being like, don't let them hire immigrants. Like don't let immigrants come over to work here. But then at the same time, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
well, no one here wants to fucking work for them. So what do you want to do? You know, it's tough.
Oh, this guy, Death Wish. It was still green and he just like ran in front of a bus.
No, it was the first one was red. The first one was red.
Yeah, going back that way, it'll be red. Right.
When we
yeah.
get our guest speaker on, let's go through the B-roll that displays it.
The
Is it
B-roll.
running while it's red, or if it turns red while crossing? Yeah, so we generally count it as running a red light if any part of the bus is not fully out of the intersection at the point the light turns
Yeah.
red.
Which I think is by definition the law.
Yeah,
But
keep in mind that
we only really report buses that it's
most of the
red.
bus. Yeah.
before the bus even gets up to the line.
Yeah, so yeah, if it's like that, we would
Basically,
definitely
if
count
the
that with
bus's
those
dash
cars. Yeah.
cam can see the red light.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, we count them when we report them if it's like egregious. That being said, like the one before this is red, 7 seconds before this one is? So,
Oh yeah,
if they get to the point where they're going through on an orange, they've already gone through a red
yeah.
light.
We'll pull up the B-roll later because old
Yep.
Dave hasn't seen it,
Hasn't seen it. Yeah.
and it is pretty good quality. Like we got that professionally done.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what? Wait. What's pretty good? Oh, hang on.
The B-roll,
The B-roll.
one that we got
Oh my god, it's
professionally
the
done.
worst B-roll. Why didn't you just like?
It's like you're playing noughts and crosses on a
it's
bus.
so bad.
instead.
Oh,
This guy here?
fucking yeah, mate. Yeah,
easy.
fucking easy.
Route 5.
Route 5, more like route fucking red light runner.
Route 5
Thank you.
straight at 5:10.
So what is that 2 in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's extrapolate. How much do we think we're going to have?
Yeah, how much do you reckon?
I guess say 20 to 30, which I think might be a little bit high.
20 to 30.
We'll say 20.
Oh,
that.
I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
go
say-
with 10.
10. I'm going to go with 8.7.
You can't do fucking 0.7.
Why can't I do 8.7?
All right, 8.7.
If there's a catastrophic
10,
crash, you could theoretically have
and our guest pre-show said 20 to 30.
To be
20 to
fair,
30.
he had like 2 minutes to decide, and he was like, "Well, 2 have gone through." So it did. The extrapolation worked pretty well. Yeah, yeah. Given
What we
the-
don't know
the
is
logic.
he's somehow like influenced the buses. And, like,
Yeah, paid all the bus drivers. We've talked about doing that, going down there, and if you time it just right, you can get on the buses in such a way you stagger them all the way up and cause them to run red lights.
Yeah.
You could also just get on there with a gun and go through the red
Oh
light.
my god.
That would also work if you do want to just.
Should
someone's
we?
Oh, it's Turner. Turner, right? Turner.
No, just
No,
nothing.
just he went. He like kind of.
he
stopped
would
early.
have got his red first, but yeah.
He knows we're watching. He can see us.
Hello.
You probably can see us at the moment, actually. Oh,
Probably.
We may need to wait for it to darken just slightly. You
Just
can probably
slightly,
see
I
us a little
reckon.
bit. Hey, well,
10
what about?
Should we
infosec
swap
news of
some
the week?
lanes?
Yeah, let's swap lanes. Caused a crash.
All right. Talking about crashes, should we talk about something that doesn't crash?
That doesn't crash. I'm looking at the list there. I'm not seeing much that doesn't crash, buddy.
Well, the top one.
I think literally everything there crashes.
Not. Yeah, but
Okay, you're
the
right.
top one we're
the
not
top one is
talking
the
about
least-
how it crashes.
The top one is the least likely to crash, the daemon. But every other piece of software there is just shit.
Oh yeah.
So this is the old top story of the week.
Yeah.
GPG is dead.
Don't
Never
use it.
GPG.
Don't use it.
Don't use it.
Oh, GPG.
You are
is-
literally better to go out and just like send unencrypted mail than to
I
use
reckon you're
BGP.
better off writing all your messages just in crayon and chalk on the concrete. And,
Just for
like,
everyone to see, because that's
yeah.
better than the alternative running PGP.
in
so people are-
reality, though,
In
is it
reality.
really that bad?
Is it that bad? No, is the answer. But we will cover. There's been like a little bit of
Oh my god, there's
development.
just so much happening.
That was kind of intense.
Oh,
they made
but
it though. They made
It's
it.
not. It was
That-
like
it was beautiful the way
7
they all
buses or
kind of
something.
like but they all like kind of flowed in together and it worked.
yeah.
So some researchers found some issues in I'm going to say PGP or GPG implementations. I would kind of say.
Yeah, implementations in regards to MUAs, mail user agents.
Yeah. So if you use Thunderbird, if you use other mail clients, I don't know what they are.
Oh, there's
I
like
don't use
a
any mail
bunch.
clients. Like, and no one
Um,
does. Well, some people do, I guess.
Yeah.
If you use those, the gist of the bug, there's like a
I
cool...
should mention Mutt is not affected by this.
Yes. So this is to do with the way HTML mail is rendered. You basically just put in like an image tag with the href equals quote PGP encrypted mail here
Yeah.
end quote.
Yeah, so you just do a 3-part, multi-part message.
Yeah.
First part is open HTML tag.
Yeah.
Last part is close HTML tag.
And
Middle part is
encrypted mail.
yeah.
So most mail clients will decrypt it, give an error because they're like, "Whoa, this was not a properly encrypted mail."
Yeah.
There's also like a sweet crypto attack that they did, which I didn't read into. There was a cool crypto attack. It relied on the use of CBC, which, like, to be
Yeah,
honest,
it's old.
yeah, I mean, like, so CBC is still secure, right? It needs to be authenticated, but it's still secure.
Yeah.
But a lot of people,
And that's where the whole issue here came up.
yeah, so a lot of people will advocate like using XTS or something as your cipher instead, which, you know, that's good. You know, definitely use XTS if you can, but, you know, legacy, fucking who cares? But no, so this got patched before the release happened.
Yeah.
It's before the disclosure happened, I said. And there was a little kerfuffle in how the disclosure happened. PGP guys were salty about it. They're like, it's not a bug in PGP.
It's just not.
Yeah. But Enigmail was patched it, but they didn't patch it properly. So this just came out today that Enigmail is still vulnerable to this.
Oh yeah, someone found a small loophole. Oh,
Yeah.
look at what! Oh my god, that guy nearly just ran over people. So he'll stop. You'll see it on the
Okay, I'm watching
replay.
the replay.
Oh, should we
He-
pull up this
He
replay?
stops. It's going to be too late now. Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Yeah.
and then he
okay.
just like
He, like,
fucking swerves
fucking-
around, and there's people crossing.
Yeah. That's bad.
We might see it
No
on
way.
the.
No, it's too late. It's too late. You've got stuff in the way. It's just it's over. It's over. Yeah, cars are just as bad at killing people. Oh yeah. So the mitigation for this generally is just stop using HTML email.
Yeah, like
Which is
there's
that's
no real
good life
issue with
advice
GPG.
generally.
It was.
Well, yeah, yes and no. Bad ecosystem.
It's got a bad ecosystem, but there was no real flaw with GPG. I'd say here.
You could say the protocol isn't strong enough at the advice should be if that an email fails authentication, it should not be displayed to the user, and that should be part of the
Yeah.
spec.
So like GPG failed with an error, but it's still decrypted, which
Yeah.
is like it decrypted, but then was just like, oh
But-
no, actually
By the
error.
way, it doesn't actually. Yeah,
I
which,
can understand how it goes through that process because it's like we'll decrypt it, then we'll check authentication. 'cause-
which is where like the XDS comes into play because one of the attacks relied on like doing some blockchain block trickery, which that was
God,
very
they're,
weird.
They're blocked up like real far back.
Oh wow, they are. Damn. Oh yes.
3 cars deep.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
No
We need
buses.
to hire people to go out there and cross it.
No
like this.
buses will be able to get past.
If it all goes to plan.
They're not going. Yes.
You're not going?
They're not going.
Oh yes.
Oh, the bus is
Oh.
going. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
They're gonna be stuck.
Yes.
Oh. Are they are they beeping?
Oh yeah,
They're getting
there's some
beeps?
beeping. There's
Oh,
some
there's still
beeping.
people walking.
Oh, go a bit further.
What is he?
Eastbourne.
What is that guy doing? Why is he not going?
Oh,
Why
this,
did he sign up?
this
to go?
red card's just like.
Oh, it's
nah.
gonna be red.
Oh,
it's gonna be red.
Oh, this guy. Why knew him out of that?
Oh, that was so red.
I'm gonna say.
A 2? I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 2
We'll
because
say
the
2.
2 go in the
Oh,
opposite
we
direction.
bumped the camera. Someone's bumped the camera.
Someone bumped the camera.
Someone has
Right.
bumped the camera.
Can we? Yeah. Oh, so they have. The cable might have been bumped slightly. We'll yeah down. Yeah. Sorry, we just rearranging the camera here.
Slightly up.
Up a tiny bit, just like the ever so slight. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep. If you can. There we are. Look at that.
Right, so
on the
that-
fly adjustments.
There was Route 80 and 81 going backwards at 517.
Yeah, that was definitely 2, potentially 3, but I wasn't paying attention to this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You say going backwards? That makes it sound like they reversed the intersection.
I'll describe it
Oh,
a
look at
different
this
way.
guy. He fucking got caught up in the things. Man, I don't know. These people are bad at driving.
Whoa, what's
aren't they?
happening?
So it's I mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
It's the schedule, right? Yeah.
Definitely a schedule. But Meatlink won't admit to that. Do you have anything more on the old GPG?
Yeah. So bus going through red light does actually help you get home faster. Potentially not safer. But
Yeah.
it does save you time. But the thing is, it's like
Oh,
it's like 10
this is
seconds.
it. He's not going to fit. The next one's not going to fit.
Oh, no other one. Look at that.
Oh,
Made it.
snug. I think he's
That's
slightly
pretty
over.
snug, yeah. Oh, we'll let him do it. Anything on the GPG? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's like a kind of cool little attack. I like the attack.
Yeah, you see similar attacks like that where you kind of shoehorn something in the middle.
Yeah, I like it because it's like it's like a relatively non-technical attack. The HTML part of it, the blockchain, sorry, I keep saying
yeah.
blockchain. The block cipher attack part of it is like nifty.
that's technical, but
but yeah, the kind of core issue here is like a bit of a like logic. It's almost like a logic flaw. It's not
Yeah.
exactly, but I like that kind of attack.
So what do you want to do now?
Use Signal, use GPG. Is that the advice everyone goes? Use Signal,
I
use
don't
Tor?
think anyone says use GPG anymore. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
have recently come out being like,
Please don't use GPG.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
I use GPG for my password store. That's it.
yeah. So someone, as Metal pointed out on Risky Bus,
Don't get the
GPG is
domain name.
used. Yeah, I know, right? GPG is used in a lot of cases not by humans. It's used by computers,
Yeah.
right? Which, yeah, that's an important thing, and that's probably a decent use of GPG. I like it there. I use it for encrypting some files as well, right? But I just don't think the ecosystem is very good. Yeah, the camera angle's like not super. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
When we get the tripod set up, we'll be able to fix that.
Yeah. When people get excited, the camera moves.
Yeah. So should we cover the signal and then get a guest on?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Can't stop the signal, Mel.
Yeah. Cool. So signal bugs, right?
Yeah, it's fucking multiple.
Tell me
So
the signal.
3, if you kind of.
Well, shall we do 2 now or should we do all 3 now?
Well, let's do. But there's only 2 that affect Signal.
Yeah.
We'll cover the 3 though. So someone.
Well, we'll cover
Trustwave-
2 because the third kind of is related to other stuff as well.
Okay, we'll cover 2. Signal. Someone was like, "Hey, we found a bug in Signal."
Boom.
Twitter blew up. Bam! Lots of. Oh my god, the world is ending. So it's like because Signal's an Electron app, XSS is. People use the term remote code execution. Here's the thing, though: if you have XSS in the context of a Signal conversation, you can exfil that conversation, right? Potentially, you can exfil different conversations depending on how the interaction with the app goes. So XSS is pretty bad for Signal. I would say it's pretty much as bad as it gets.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know you hate XSS, but if you can get data out that
in
you're
an
not meant to
Electron
get-
app, it's worse. Okay,
Yeah.
I hate XSS like for a normal website because it lets you do almost nothing.
You can.
Okay, sure,
exfil
you
data.
can do whatever you want on the app, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean. I want to pop servers, not clients. Which this, as far as I know, there was no RCE associated with this XSS, which there often is in
Yeah.
Electron apps. Nonetheless, this got patched very quickly. So Signal team, security team, responsive, blah blah blah. They're using Electron, so they've got to be like missing some parts. But I kid. Electron's not that bad. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, someone on Twitter was like, "Oh, I also found this bug. Wait for it to get patched." And then we're like, "Wait, that didn't patch my bug."
I get that all the time in bug bounties. They're like, "Oh, yeah, we've already got that track," and then they fix it. I'm like,
Don't think that fixes my bug.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Like, I can still do this. And they're like, "Oh, you found another one." I'm
Yeah.
like,
Like, yes, in the original report that I told you.
It's the same one.
In this case, the guy just didn't tell Signal about it. He was on Twitter. And he
Yeah.
assumed it was patched. It wasn't, which is fine. It happens.
I mean, that's similar to what happened with the whole shell shock thing. Like,
similar.
well,
yeah.
like people found,
variants for days.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like it got fixed, and then like
Another
they
one
just
got
found more
fixed.
and more.
Yeah.
But I guess that's people were trying to find in that area.
Yeah. Nonetheless, the new one got patched within 3 hours of disclosure.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
that's
I guess
pretty
the
good.
security team was all up and ready anyway because they just fixed one.
Not like a Nickmail, right?
Yeah, not like a Nigmail because they actually fixed it. So, 2 XSS and Signal in 2 days, that's not good. That's
There's
bad.
probably more.
I'm not using Signal on desktop, right? In fact, someone at the office asked, so they'd say, who's using Signal on desktop? Because copy pasting is a bitch on mobile.
Yeah,
It's horrible. So if you want to cross paste from desktop to mobile, it's like you got to use this shoddy ecosystem stuff. So someone was like, just use Signal desktop. And everyone was like, we're not using it. And I'm glad now because get you hacked, buddy.
yeah. I mean, I used the Chrome app, but then they
Oh my gosh, that's the same thing.
deprecated that,
Oh,
and
yeah, now
then
it's
I'm just
Electron
like,
only.
fuck it.
Well, in any case, shall we bring on the guest speaker?
Yeah, shall we get the guest? Is the guest ready? Oh, the guest is looking nervous now.
Wow, we've all been nervous.
Yeah,
Hugh will lead you through it. He's been on the show for ages.
I also don't know what the guest is going to talk about.
Pick a topic of expertise. Teaching is a good one, right? You can
Yeah.
talk about something like
fair
that.
enough.
You can. Anyway, I'll pass the mic over. You can
Yeah.
introduce yourself if you want. You can use a false name if you want to. Although you've been linked on Twitter, so.
You should use a false name.
Hey,
Yeah, and then you hold it like that.
and you hold it like this. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, so I'm Dave, Wiley Dave. I work up at FIC, teaching computer science and software engineering,
Yeah,
and I'm
Yeah.
just hanging out here watching the buses.
yeah. How do you like the buses?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there's definitely some technique to this, I think, for sure. I mean, I didn't get the whole cars backed up thing just there for a moment. I was a bit confused about that, but yeah.
Do you still think 20 to 30 will run red lights?
What's your count now, man?
We've got 4 at the moment at
and where are we at?
24 minutes into
24
the hour.
Yeah, okay. It's not looking super likely.
Oh.
It was just a bit confused because, like, in the pre-session, it looked like it was going to go big, right?
Yeah, once it turns like twilighty, it kind of dies down a little.
Okay, you think the bus drivers just get a bit dazzled? Is that or sort of,
I'm not too sure. So last winter we did it from 4:30 to 5:30 instead of 5 till 6.
Right, okay.
So potentially we'll migrate back to that. Though I'll be going away.
True, you got your big trip coming up, right?
Yeah, I've got a sweet holiday from the
Yeah.
bus factory.
So what's going to happen with the bus factory then when you're away?
Stephen's going to try and get a lot of people. So if you're keen to come back down, I'm sure he'll take you.
Sure, I could be persuaded to come down. No dramas. Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you do up at the uni?
What do I do apart from teaching students and teaching computer science and I teach Java programming. Seems to be my niche. Is teaching Java programming to second years is my sort of niche.
Yeah.
But I'm more interested in programming languages, right? I'm big into programming languages, as you probably know.
Oh, yeah, I do kind of know that. I was one of your students once.
True. Did I teach you anything about programming languages?
I'm not too sure.
Did I teach you anything useful?
I don't know. I got a piece of paper.
Okay. That's not encouraging.
Nah, I reckon I learned stuff.
Yeah, okay. So are we going to talk tech? Are we going to talk tech now? Is that the plan?
So
For like a nanosecond.
we can either talk tech or we can talk buses, or
Yeah, my knowledge of bus is not super flash. Yeah, I've got to be honest.
knowledge of buses not super flash. Have you ever caught a bus
Yeah, in Wellington.
in
Not
Wellington?
recently, though, I'll be honest. I haven't got a snapper card, for example.
You haven't got a
I have
snapper
not-
card.
No.
How do you
Really?
catch buses?
Who said that? Well, I walk everywhere. I either walk or I drive. That's it. But I do want to get a snapper card because I feel like I actually possibly should catch the bus sometime, to be fair. Can't argue.
Fair enough.
It's just where I live. It's close-ish to town.
yeah, I
You know
suppose.
what I mean? It's
yeah,
not that bad.
you would just
And walking
walk.
to the uni, I go down the hill and up through the botanics. It's pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
Oh nah, I thought that was.
Well, that was
You
gonna go
sometimes
through.
get the feeling like the sixth sense, the bus sense, I call
So
it.
So I was wondering actually, did you see any collisions? Have you seen any collisions of any kind?
Not on camera, but we have
You
had.
have witnessed some.
Yeah, the trees have been cut. We've talked about that. We have witnessed aftermath of people getting hit.
Oh, really? Ambulances, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So just down the bottom of our office,
Right.
it
Yeah,
happens
okay.
a lot.
Yeah. Oh, is it because of
I
the
think,
change?
like-
Is it because of the change? The streets, the one way.
Yeah. So I think since they've changed this, we've had like 17 bus first pedestrian
Okay, wow.
over like
17. Yeah,
6 years or something,
that's not great.
which is pretty bad. But yeah, we
Yeah.
also have a lot of red light runners.
Yeah. Which you would think could translate into collisions, I guess.
You could.
Not that that's what you're aiming for or whatever, but you know,
we kind of do want to capture something on camera, but we also
some evidence.
don't.
Evidence. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I get that.
It'll
yeah.
be grim to watch. I mean, the cop thing was kind of interesting. What we could do after this one, that was you,
That's
I
me,
think.
yeah.
So after this light cycle, no one ran. We can go to our B-roll. So this is for our listeners.
Is this living for them? Can they see this?
Yeah, so they can
Okay,
see that,
okay.
and they can also hear us. So the circle, where the circle kind of is,
Right.
that far one,
Yeah, I got you.
that's the light we can see. And you'll see,
Oh, okay. I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay, gotcha.
yeah, professional
Is
photography.
this you holding
here.
a camera? How are
No,
you
we got
doing
a
this?
professional. So that's turned orange, but that's still
Professional.
green. That's
Gotcha.
turned red,
Yes,
and
yes.
then like 7
Still
seconds
green,
later,
still green, then it changes. So if you're bombing it along and you go through that light, then and it's starting to change,
Yeah.
you could just go all the way through, basically.
so if we see a bus running an orange light,
That means they probably ran one.
they've run a red.
Definitely run
Yeah.
back there. Okay, I see what you're saying.
They've just definitely
Right,
done
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's the technique, right?
But yeah,
That's the
that's
skill.
it's pretty professional photography. So if
Really?
anyone
Okay, yeah, look
needs
professional. No wobble.
video
at all.
photographer, just let the bus factor know. Video photography at thebusfactor.party. Oh, we've got a sweet domain
Is that a
name.
new service as well? You know,
Just email us at anything. So that guy probably did run a red light because it was orange.
because that was pretty much going. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So you're not going to count that. So you're kind
We
of
only count the ones we can.
definite red
Yeah.
light, right? Because he could have gone through and then waited there for like some amount of time and then bombed it for the last bit,
Yeah,
right? Not that would happen, but in principle,
you
Because you're a computer
occasionally
scientist,
see it.
you're thinking about the worst case option
Yeah.
here, basically. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. What would you want to talk about? You were very eager to come on the show, weren't you?
I didn't realize I was going to have to talk, though. I mean, you know.
Oh, I did say you could talk, and you could also not
I
talk.
don't mind talking. I mean, so I haven't heard too much about your security stuff you've been talking tonight.
We have covered 2 stories. So Do you use GPG at work?
I do use GPG.
Do you use GPG with HTML emails?
No, I
Ooh,
don't.
that's
that
good.
much. I just use it for basically, encrypting stuff and deploying stuff. Right, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's probably the correct use of GPG. So the bugs were like if you're using an HTML email renderer, you can basically get all the GPG encrypted stuff, get it decrypted by the mail user agent.
So what's the bug though? What does it mean?
Well, you should.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
You got to listen to the Bus Factor.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
It'll be up on
I was
YouTube
distracted
and
talking to, some of your what's the right word?
Fans.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
we have fans.
So here's a question for you then. If you want to talk some tech stuff, so how does I'm interested in verification and static analysis. These are the kinds of things that I'm interested in. How does that feature in your world? That was a white bus.
Static analysis.
Is that a feature for you?
We do actually kind of have that in InfoSec. So there are tools that will statically analyze for security bugs.
But do you use them?
We do.
Okay. What do you use them for?
Source code review.
Okay. And what kind of things do they look for? What do they report?
So we'll look for like common security problems, issues. It would find it.
Such as?
You're giving me a
Okay, you're not
look.
totally sure about that. Okay. This is my area of interest. I've just been teaching this course on safety critical systems, and I'm like, they
Fair
use
enough.
lots of static analysis, and some people do.
It won't catch everything.
No.
Like, there's definitely that. But, so like, for example, people that use Ruby on Rails, there's a tool called Brakeman that you just run it over your project and it will, so this guy here.
Yeah. Not quite. It's still
He like accelerated a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know the number.
Probably should have stopped at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to the point where we can't read the numbers that much and it's got like just a green ad.
Because it's too dark, right? Yeah.
So we can't report that.
Because you need to know the guy's number.
Well, like we could just say a bus ran a red light at 5:32.
So that's your count. You're updating your count.
Yeah. So that's the count. We do it manually.
Nice font, by the way.
Once Project 11 is over and done with, then
Project, we were talking about that earlier, right?
Yeah, then it'll automatically update the count.
It's the project at Vic Uni that's
we're also not meant to talk about it.
Oh, sorry, dude. You didn't mention that before.
You should know. You're at the uni.
No,
we've got a NDA.
Secret Project 11 before. You got an NDA. Oh, God.
To be honest, I have not signed this NDA.
Who has signed it then?
Anybody? I don't know. Who signed the NDA? Who signed the NDA for Project 11? Just you.
Okay, so one person out of the project team has signed the NDA.
Well, actually, no one from the project team. Just the boss of the people. Okay, this guy.
Right.
Again, can't see the number. It has NZ on the
Totally
bus.
blocked the crossing though.
Yep, can't cross the road. Who cares about pedestrians? All right, so number 6. But yeah, Brakeman tool that just analyzes stuff. We do use.
That's good.
Well,
I mean,
you asked whether we used static analysis.
Yes.
We are not academics down here, but we.
But that's
do
what I'm
use-
interested in, right? I'm interested in how this stuff translates over.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, having been in academia for quite a few years myself, and then coming into industry, but I still keep in touch with academic people.
Yeah.
I know there is quite a gap, which I try and close up slowly.
Well, I guess if there wasn't a gap, then I would feel kind of pointless, right? I guess that's the deal.
Yeah, like there's a lot more research done in academia because that's kind of how you get.
What would we do if we weren't doing that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just sit there and do nothing, I guess. Write Java programs for the sake of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Do you have any more questions? Nah, that one wasn't. You got to look at that far light.
So,
because the light you see there.
yeah, but that looked like it was red, but it's green now. But it definitely looked like it was red when it was going through just then.
Yeah, so that one that you see is green now is the one for the cars.
Oh.
So you have to only look at that one.
But what about
Or
what
the
about
one
buses that are
behind.
coming? You can't see the bus one. Is that what you're saying?
The bus one
For this
is
this intersection here, not for there. If we're going that way.
buses going that way are just buses
Just
turning.
cars. Yeah, so it looked red. That looked red to me, mate. Anyway. all
No,
good.
no.
Okay.
No, because he had a green on the front.
Other questions. So, are you allowed to talk about your work stuff, your ZX stuff?
We're not allowed to talk about client details, but we're allowed to broad overview.
So why don't you give me just a quick overview of what you guys actually do here?
We hack people.
It's like sneakers.
Yeah, I would
You
say
watch
it's- yeah, I've watched sneakers.
But actually involves more coding than social engineering. Is that or both?
So we don't do much coding. We will just try and find bugs in code and then exploit them.
Previously known bugs.
Sometimes not previously known.
Okay.
Uh,
So
So-
you actually go through code, looking for stuff that's broken.
sometimes we don't even have the code to look through, so we'll just have
Look at the machine code.
no,
Assembly?
we'll just have the interface of
So you just
what
you
we
blast
can
it
see.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
So-
AFL, that's where you come from with your AFL stuff.
so doing
Okay.
fuzzing stuff with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
and
cool.
using web apps. You got web app fuzzers and stuff like that.
I've been teaching feedback directed random testing actually in my course just
Oh yeah,
Quite
nice.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so the other week, Stephen actually found a unknown bug, which is now
A
fixed.
0 day.
A 0 day.
Oh.
He's got his own CVE. He actually got
Cool.
a
That's cool. That is cool.
sweet award for it.
Sweet award. Yeah.
So the boss's kid made this shell of the year.
Okay.
Should we get a photo of this on the old B-roll?
It's impressive.
Maybe next week. But yeah, we just had
Tell
our
you what, worth getting a 0 day for that alone.
yeah, we just had our staff get away. And that was part of the inaugural prize giving.
So why do you do this? Are you
Why do we do this bus
the
factor?
bus thing? No, that's not. I'm not asking that question. Why would I ask that question? I'm asking the question. Why do you look for bugs in, I guess, open source software? I would assume for the most part, or are you looking for specific things?
Oh,
in
this
your
guy.
client's code.
44.
Yeah.
So at work, mainly client stuff.
Yeah, okay. So the key is their stuff is not that widely available, so no one else is looking at it really.
Yeah. 537. This guy here. Sorry. It's very
It's all good, dude. You've got
manual.
to count this down. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's
need
very
a clicker.
manual
You need a
process.
clicker, mate. So you can stand here and just go click. I guess you need the number though. That's the problem, is it?
If you want to report it, which I've started doing that's
Can't you just
increased.
sync it with the video feed and then you could go back and get the numbers? after the fact?
Have you seen the video quality of the camera?
Not really. No. Hang on. Do we have to move this out of
Yeah, just move that slightly. Can you make out the number on that bus?
true. You need some HD going on there, mate. What?
Yeah, Patreon is where we are if you want to donate some money.
To invest in some new hardware?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We used to verbally say the numbers as they were driving past
Right.
in hopes that someone would like
Note it down for you.
note it down, but no one did. And I couldn't be bothered rewatching just to watch.
But then you could use voice recognition and stuff, no?
You
That
could.
would work.
Yeah, that would work actually quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you're using OpenCV for stuff or whatever, and then a bit of voice recognition. Project 11, dude.
Yeah.
Update the requirements. Come on.
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
The students need to get practice at, requirements that change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, could be doing them a favor.
We could talk about that at our next meeting. I'll be there by proxy.
You're not going to tell me you're not going to Skype in from overseas.
maybe.
Please don't
Maybe.
do that.
Nah, it won't.
Come on.
Different time zones.
Yeah. Worth it.
I wonder if you know any of these things.
I was noticing the XLJS thing.
XLJS?
Yeah.
Have you got some thoughts on that?
I'm like, what is that? Tell me XL doesn't run JS under the hood somewhere.
Microsoft is actually thinking of implementing XL with JavaScript.
And so this is for their web platform, is it? Because they open, what is it? Office 365.
Office 365, yeah.
Okay. 365, that's right.
So
And
we've
how
got
do
a
you feel about
turner
that? How do you
here.
feel about XL?
like
JavaScript.
JavaScript's gross. Like, so many bugs come up with JavaScript.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of other stories on there, which is, well, yeah, like we talked about a signal bug, JavaScript. just JavaScript causes so many bugs.
Right.
Why do we need JavaScript in Excel?
But they're going to make money out of it. I feel like I'm missing that.
I
There's
don't
a
know.
disconnect here, right? They're going to make heaps of money. I mean,
They probably will.
we
but,
use it at the university. For God's sake.
yeah. What time do
So
we
what
have
about? So
now?
would you be happier then if because it's Microsoft, right?
That's Microsoft, yeah.
Would you be happier if it was Excel and TypeScript?
TypeScript.
Correct.
No one uses that though.
No, some people do use it.
No,
Yes,
no.
they do. Well, Microsoft.
Oh, that's a
definitely
big
should be-
bus. Is that one of the double deckers? So occasionally you see like Newlands and Mana buses just going straight with the cars. There's no route. It's like a ghost route.
Yeah. Okay. They might be just.
But
Well,
they pull over at
I
the
actually
stop
have
up
a
there.
bus story for you. Oh my god.
A bus story.
You've just reminded me of a bus
Go
story.
on,
Yeah,
go
okay.
on.
So I don't know. Did you visited my place? I used to live in Vogeltown actually.
Yeah, I've been to that place.
Okay, I used to live on Mana Street, which is a very steep street.
That was the one where a bus got caught
Yes,
one time.
dude.
Yeah.
My bus story. You just ruined it for me, but that's cool.
What? Sorry.
Because it's got this real tight hairpin for those people that know it.
If you want to top the best bus story on here, one of my friends actually had a bus crash into his house. But anyway, go on with yours.
I'm not going to top the best bus story. But so this really steep road with a very tight hairpin. And so every so often you'd get a bus that came up there. So yeah, one time the bus actually got stuck and they had to bring up a crane to lift the bus off, right? I think something similar might have happened in Devon Street. I'm not sure about that. But anyway.
Yeah.
But another time, the bus came up and it did a literally 300-point turn for about
Wow.
20 minutes. But it actually got out. I was like, wow, it actually got out and it made it.
That's good.
But every time I saw a bus going up that hill, I'd be like, oh my God, what's going to happen?
Yeah, I remember seeing that story way back.
Yeah. That's right. That happened
Like buses go up there like so often and they're
why?
tight corners.
I don't know why. It's definitely not a route. There's no bus route there. So
Yeah, they're all charter buses. I mean, I had it when I was in primary school as well. Like the bus just went up like weird roads and suddenly like all the kids have to get off the bus. So like there's no wait and the bus can like finish going around a corner.
okay, yeah.
Like this is bad. Any more you want to say? News stories?
We did Excel and TypeScript, which you didn't like. That's interesting. Okay, fine. Well, what have we got on the list? Let's have a look. What else you got?
If you know anything else in the list,
I'm looking. I can't read your writing. That's half the problem. Red Hat, what's that? DHCP.
oh, Red Hat
That does-
DHCP.
Doesn't sound very exciting.
Oh, it doesn't sound very exciting.
What's that IoT? What's that Nest? Is that Google Nest? What is
Google
the
Nest.
thing that, tells you stuff?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So all the we'll talk that because no one
could
heard
have
that.
heard that, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because we got sweet dampening. You can't go like that.
Okay.
Whoa. That would have sounded really weird because I can hear that. Yeah, so Google Nest stuff that does all the smart home stuff, their servers went down, and no one could get in their houses.
Oh, they couldn't get in.
Couldn't get in.
They control the doors. I thought they
Yep.
were just smoke alarms.
They control like a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Physical access still fine.
So you couldn't turn your heating up, for example.
Right. Right. So you can still get in, but you can't do anything that people have had to do for the last like thousands of years. Oh yeah, that's still good.
Still not ideal.
First world issues.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Right. This is good. Right. So we got a Newlands. Can't see a bus number yet. Whoa. They're hiding it.
Following the one in front, right?
Yeah. Behind a Route 31.
Yeah. Behind. You'll have to go back and.
Behind Route 31 straight at
37, that's a
544.
pretty low number.
Oh, it's 8 now. Oh, it's over here. Oh, that's right. Oh, no. I've opened 2. Oh, no. I've opened it twice. Right. Cool. Boom. Done.
Well done. That was a lot of effort. There's a lot of buttons.
Well, you
clicks
moved
to
the
increment it
window.
by one.
You moved the window.
Sorry.
And then I
Oh my
opened it
God.
again and it had 2 windows open. feature requests, pull requests, welcome.
Do you have a GitHub repository for your code?
We've
code.
got no code on there. We've got a GitHub repository for the website.
Right. Okay. So you take
Pull
pull
requests
requests on
won't
that.
do much.
No.
Though it does have a script that will do the upload, which I
So
don't
we could
think
mess
has.
with- we could mess with that then.
Oh, if you like manage to trick us to merge something, we'll be like, no. It's a pretty good script. It's got a sleep for an hour in it.
Right.
When we upload to
So you start it at the beginning
YouTube.
and you want it at the end. Is that the deal?
No, so after we
Ah.
finish, we'll upload it to YouTube
Yeah.
as part of the script. But then YouTube will be like, yep, you've got an ID, but it hasn't processed the video.
So you want it to come back and actually
And then we wait for an
get
hour
the.
and then do a bunch of other stuff because the Patreon needs the thumbnail from YouTube.
Okay, I see. Right. Because you get the link straight away, right? So you're not waiting.
Yeah,
for
we
that.
got a
Yeah,
link.
yeah. Okay.
So we do all the other stuff that just requires a link, but then Patreon has a bug where it just gets like that shitty grey. We don't have a video logo. So we got 8. It's a bit off from your 20 to 30.
What are you doing? Is it almost time up? No, more.
We got a bit.
Post back on. You're going to kick me off now? Or
We can kick you off and then we can talk about a bunch of stuff.
get back to the list. You've got a few more things on the list.
Yeah, we
haven't
do
you?
have a few more
Yeah,
things.
that's true.
Does the other host want to come back on?
He's also distracted by the
Yeah.
fans.
He's worked out he is required. So yeah,
Okay,
we'll
well, thanks.
get the host.
That's actually been fun to you. I
Thanks,
enjoyed it.
thanks Dave for
Honestly,
coming down.
no worries.
Anytime. Stephen does need
Okay,
a
cool.
few people while I'm away.
And I'm back.
Hello.
How's the sound?
Um,
If
I
you're
don't
gonna
know
get one
where-
for me, I don't have a drink yet.
I'll just check in.
Actually, I'm alright. I'm alright with that one.
No, I'm all right. I just stole his fresh one.
Oh, is that okay? Because I thought I had one there, but I couldn't. Come on,
I
cables.
think I got it.
Cables. Oh
Yeah.
no, this is getting more and more tangled. It's okay. Okay, have you been checking the chat?
No, actually.
There could have been people talking and chatting and just not being acknowledged. Yeah, visibility gets low. Accidents are more prone. The lights are fucked here.
Yeah.
They're not super fucked.
We
Yeah.
had quite a few buses that went past. Oh, it feels weird without the headphones now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
We
a
had
few,
a few buses go past. Weird. I wouldn't have
Few-
expected that.
but the light is so terrible we can't see the numbers.
Oh yes, yeah. My camera should be able to see it.
Even in this?
Maybe we can bump the ISO up. It might be enough. I mean, the lit up number easy. we should see that.
Yeah, but not all of them have the lit up number. I
Yeah,
think all of these I'm reporting
yeah.
are based on the lit up number. Yeah, that's the right.
You can
number.
also do the thing where you you look at multiple frames and composite them together to get a higher res version of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you can do that.
Um.
But I think I don't know. The camera might be okay. If I get I can get a better camera.
Right.
Just get a better camera.
So we have 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Well,
we might not.
I
get
didn't see
through
what
all
you
of it.
guys talked about.
So we briefly
them off.
touched on XLJs.
Oh, that's the only one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
literally.
I'm not feeling great tonight.
We talked about other
too much
stuff.
beer. Oh yeah, that's good. I have to go back and listen later.
You'll have to listen.
Double check that the high quality standards of the Bus Factor are being maintained.
See if you want to get Dave back on while I'm away.
Yeah. Check if he's up to scratch. Yeah, we do need people when you're away. We've got a few. Oh, you're getting the old
Yeah, I've had that for a while.
yeah. Oh look, a bus going that way.
Yeah, there was a Turner. There was a.
Oh, that was a Turner?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was the other thing. Oh yeah, we got Electron Bugs. You know, do you know old mate Mikey G's company, Spider Labs?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
It's not actually his company. That was misleading. Yeah, he got the pretty sweet shit.
He just works for them. He's like
He's
APAC
APAC manager or something.
manager. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like pretty up there. Sorry, this doesn't really have to do with him. But
Absolutely nothing. to do with that.
he's the only Spider Labs guy I know, so that's why. Spider Labs. Sorry,
Oh my-
found some Electron bugs. Spider Labs found some Electron bugs.
but
It's
not
like
him.
not him. It wasn't a bug exactly. It was just like they were doing insecure coding practices in Electron apps, and they found a bunch that were doing it.
Yeah.
From memory, it was like you can turn XSS into RCE. through some misconfiguration.
Don't you love Electron how XSS can just be RCE?
Yeah, I mean, XSS can be RCE in Chrome if they've got ActiveX stuff installed. Not Chrome, I guess. But,
That is true.
Internet Explorer used to be pretty XSS
Oh my
RCE-ish.
God. Yeah.
I
IE
mean,
was
every browser
terrible.
did eventually, like, in the past, but nowadays it's a bit harder. Don't you wish you could have just, like, been around in the 90s? Can you imagine how fucking badass?
I was.
So was I. You know what I mean, though.
Majority of the room was.
If I was 20 in the 90s and had all the knowledge I have now, I'm going to include that part as well.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine? Just popping shells all over the place. Right? Right.
Yeah, like if you look back at those times, like you had all those like mailing lists and shit, and like people would just pop over there like left, right, and center.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like, if you like understood something,
Full
like, I don't know,
disclosure.
buffer
Boom.
overflows, bam, that's
Oh,
the
there was
entire
a
internet
million.
crumbles.
Like there was
Yeah.
nothing. Like,
If you understood like print string exploits, bam, you just hack the entire internet. If you just name an exploit primitive, you can hack everyone using it, right? Whereas now it's like, okay, do 10 years of exploit dev to learn how to do it.
you know what's really weird? Email was like one of the first protocols.
Yeah? Still use it?
We still use it, but people found so many bugs in it.
The
But-
protocol?
In like
Mail clients.
implementations.
Yeah.
Well, mail servers.
Yeah. Well, do we still find bugs in mail servers?
People still find bugs in mail servers. How? Like, why is it not just
Well,
fucking
it's
rock solid?
It's mainly, okay, I'd say it's because we write them in memory unsafe languages.
Yeah, that does do a bunch.
I mean, if we wrote them in Golang, it'd just be solved. Just saying.
Rewrite postfix and Golang.
Yeah. I mean, I just kind of, look at the little car. Look at him.
Look
Look at him breaking the law there. Oh, whoa, what's he doing?
like, Oh, does red mean go? Red means go.
Remember that time a bus almost killed someone?
Oh man, that was
It
crazy.
was crazy. Crazy.
So Dave actually asked whether we'd caught any accidents.
Not recently. Never.
Never on camera.
There have been a few, yeah.
We've seen them.
bit further down, the guy got hit just beside here. So a few things like that. But yeah. What else we got on the list? OSX. I know what that is. I don't know what I wrote there.
Deep message.
Signal message?
Stoop message.
Save message?
Shape.
Yeah, no. I know what it is. I'm just saying I can't read what
Stored
it's saying.
messages?
Stored messages. That's what it is. Yeah.
That D is upside down. That D is legitimately upside down.
It's a P, yes.
Stored with a D. How do you spell store?
STOEP. Is that
I can see it being an RE.
epsilon S epsilon? Okay, no. Sickle cow with a triangle for a forehead.
Oh my god.
Simon symbol.
Simon symbol.
we
Was
played.
that the left or the right one?
we played the game with the bomb the other day.
Stay quiet or
Keep talking. And
keep
nobody
talking. No one
explodes.
explodes. Yeah.
Pretty good game.
I was buzzed that night. So
yeah,
much
on the
adrenaline.
game, not in your tracks.
Oh yeah. Adrenaline.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
alright.
decent amount of adrenaline. OSX, yeah, so if you send messages on Signal, you know how they're meant to be like disappearing and stuff? Well, they don't because they just go in the growl stuff in OSX, you know, the growl
Yeah.
stuff. It's like, grrr, you got a message, grrr.
Yeah, I've seen growls.
Yeah.
They're like toast, but not
They're
toast.
like
They're
toast?
cows. Toast is what you call like a bunch of those pop-ups. They're like a toast.
Who the fuck calls them toast?
Android, Linux.
Linux.
I think Windows has used toast as a metaphor before.
Okay, weird. Anyway,
Toast pop-up.
growls, because that's what OSX uses and therefore it's
Yeah.
right. Those are cached. Those are stored. They're just like stored somewhere.
Yeah.
So your message is stored. Sorry. Not that bad of a bug. I mean, it is in terms of like what people use Signal for, but who cares, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the growls because they popped up even if your screen was locked and there was no way to hide the content of the pop-up when the screen was locked.
Android. So I have mine configured in Android so it doesn't display content.
Yeah, so on Linux, when my screensaver comes on,
Yeah.
nothing comes up. As soon as I unlock, it will pop up all of
I
them.
don't mind it popping up on cell phones. I guess desktops, laptops.
Cell phones I like it because then I can look and I can be like, I've got something I should unlock.
Yeah, like I've got Hangouts or I've got Signal. Those are likely
Yeah.
to be people talking to me. Or like I've got Snapchat. I don't give a shit about that.
iOS, just, oh yeah, this person's talking about this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, nah. And
Oh yeah, have you seen the embarrassing? There's like a website that is
it's,
designed to block it,
yeah,
and they have like a bunch of embarrassing messages that pop up.
it's almost as bad as there's like 1 million people down there.
You are really, really bad at counting. I'm just gonna say
Nah.
that.
It's almost as embarrassing as when you do a conference talk and
leave
you've
Twitter
got
notifications
Twitter
on.
notifications.
Yeah, I found out recently from a coworker that service workers actually run independent of the tab, which I did find
Yeah.
out. I knew that once.
No,
I
you did
closed the
look
tab.
up, but yeah, that talk was quite nice. I liked it.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I think you're saying my one. I was like, it's a bit old now.
Your one was terrible. I mean, it was good. I mean, it was terrible.
Oh my god, my coworkers hate me. What's next there? XLJS. Yeah, the only thing I want to mention on that is Excel now supports JavaScript. It has increased attack surface, so it's meh. But at the same time, Microsoft have historically failed to secure their JavaScript interpreters.
Yeah.
Like the one used for WPAD was used as a vector recently.
Oh, we also
so-
talked about the Nest.
Yeah, because I heard a little bit about that. But that's all I wanted to mention on that one.
Cool.
Did you hear about the Red Hat Dissiper?
No, we didn't talk about the Dissiper. So there was actually DNS mask, right? But it was a DHCP bug in DNS mask.
It's Red Hat only. I know that. I didn't know where the bug was.
Well,
definitely
that
Red
was
Hat
what I
only.
was talking about when I called out the news and you wrote down that. So I'll talk about that. So it's like DNS mask bug to do with DHCP option, which was the option for WPAD because everyone loves that.
With pad.
Yeah,
WPAD.
WPAD.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, and you got RCE.
How does it work?
It was a tweetable POC. I think you're looking up a different one.
Yeah, so this is a different bug then. So
Alright, go
this
on.
one is the so Red Hat distros include one called DH Client as part of Network Manager.
Your one looks better.
Which actually this like Network Manager is used by Ubuntu as well. So I'm not sure why. Like just looking at some details now, it only affects Red Hat. Is this bug?
Patch often. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the DHCP one. It's tweetable exploit because it's remote as root as well because the DHCP client runs as root.
Yep.
And you can see here it's basically just like a it'll like execute the code kind of. It's not meant to, but there's a bug they weren't quoting properly.
Yeah.
Do you know shellcheck.net?
Yep.
Yeah, fucking would have solved this, right?
Yep.
Shellcheck.net's just like, hey bro, someone can RCE you, and you just solve it, and it's like good.
Yeah.
It's really handy. So you use it. This is shellcheck. You
Our
post in
guest
like a
asked
bash
what
script or
it
like an
does.
SH script, and it will just point out errors like, oh, you should be quoting this. You shouldn't be quoting this. I wouldn't call it.
It's like
it's it's a little bit of a checker,
bash.
but because it's like all valid code, right? Like it's like it tries to not just be like this is. It's like a linter, yeah. It's not like a linter because it's not looking for valid, invalid. It's looking for like I don't think that's what you want. Probably you probably don't want to execute those commands. Although I've used it occasionally, being like, no, I actually do. But you know, it's pretty handy anyway.
Sometimes you do want it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sorry, I was
sucks
trying
to be
to
those Red Hat people.
say what Dave was saying in the microphone so people could hear.
Yeah. Sorry.
We need a third microphone.
We do, which we can't. It's like no, we don't actually.
no,
we have
we-
no
we-
ports for the microphone. Yeah, we do actually have though. This microphone here is USB,
Yeah.
so we can buy another microphone, plug in another XLR, use that one over USB, and route it through to Ableton, and it should still work. Sorry.
Yeah, so
bypass the box for input. Yeah.
yeah,
That will work, but it'll be dodgy.
because all our audio is going through software. Well, it's doing hardware stuff.
It's like kind of DMA'd, but it does run in software. Yeah. Well, because we need it for the if we want to monitor the levels. I want to change to an analog stack, but it's expensive. Don't have the money. Need more Patreons. That's what we need. So if anyone out there would like to donate on Patreon, feel free. Yeah, no. So there's the red hat thing. You're talking about a different bug, and that affects DNS mask users. When, how, what?
Yeah, DNS mask.
There was one
has a
like
bug.
ages ago.
No, there's one start of the week,
Start of the week. Impressive.
so it's pretty old.
I only run Windows, so I'm not affected.
Fair enough. So we got a minute. We might go a bit over.
The
Should
last
we
one here.
talk bus lane or
I'm going to
tick
mention
lane?
the last tick lane. It'll take 10 seconds. The cell phone carriers in the States sell location data to people who they consider like good. Those people sell it to other people who they consider okay. They sell it to other people who are not reputable.
Oh, I see what happens.
Long story short, your location data in the States can be brought by anyone. One of these providers got hacked and like their data got like leaked and they gave access to people and logins and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, sucks to be in the States, I guess.
Yeah.
Though presumably stuff like that happens here as well. So yeah, that's that.
Yeah, well, we had that a couple of weeks back with the
Transpower app, yeah.
Transpower,
Transpower app was logging everything.
which was like,
and,
like cell phone and exact addresses. Like, yeah, that's fine.
it wasn't. It was GPS. It was very accurate GPS data, not actually addresses.
It was exact.
It was
enough.
enough to get your address. Yes.
Like
Spec-
it was enough to get your precise house, not
Yeah.
your neighbor's house.
It was enough to get pretty much the room of the house that you were currently using when you reported a power outage.
But not the address.
Not the address. Well, that's different.
But yeah, so everyone does that.
Yeah. Okay, what do you was that last one there?
Community
Oh yeah, let's
guidelines.
mention this.
We got
Bus
fucking
factor?
shut down on YouTube
Fucking
again.
shut down. We
Do
actually
you
just
reckon
got
this will get shut down because we're like,
talking about it. Yeah, so we had a video up, episode 38, I believe, 2 weeks ago.
yeah, I kind of want to watch it again now to
Yeah.
see
Fucking hell.
what's in it.
Yeah, I woke up on like fucking Thursday, Friday, last week, something. Yeah, it was like a week ago. Your video has been removed for a community guideline violation. Please log in to acknowledge and appeal if you want to. So I thought, what the fucking hell is this? So I log in, like, you violated a guideline. You want to appeal? And I'm like, what? What did we do? What?
Yeah.
Like, what? So I was like, yes, I want to appeal. And so he appealed, and I was like, what did we violate? I don't understand. Like, I think it should be fine. Please give more information. Because how can you appeal? You violated a guideline. How can you appeal that?
Yeah.
You can't.
You just need to ask, like, what do we do?
What do we do? Am I going to do this again? Is this going
And,
to affect
like-
every episode?
So last time, our whole account got banned.
Yeah, last time it was the entire account. It was fucking brutal.
Which
And I was like,
nuts. I was like, holy shit. our
what did we
YouTube account-
do? What did we
And
fucking
Doris
do?
was like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
what'd you do?
Yeah, everyone's like, what'd you do? And it's like, fucking nothing. YouTube's just retarded. Oh my God, that's going to get us taken down. Anyway, the appeal came back and it was like, congratulations, your appeal's been accepted. My appeal was literally, what guideline did we break? But that was enough to get us unbanned. So, yeah, YouTube's all fucked, man. YouTube's
Yeah,
fucked
fair enough.
as.
Right, yeah. I think, there was that if you want to
Oh yeah,
quickly
yeah.
cover
Someone made a POP SS, the debugger, the little, cool little thing. Someone wrote a proof of concept for Windows, so that is LowPrev 2 system in Windows. It's like technically LowPrev 2 kernel space, but
that. Yeah.
system, whatever. Pretty sweet, pretty
Yeah.
sweet. Want to see one for Linux? It'd be good. But until then, who knows? Still waiting for my Rohima proof of concept.
So, oh, yeah, that still just hasn't come out.
Yeah, when's
So
the
we've
fuck-
got 8 buses.
Yeah. Oh! Ooh!
I'm just going to point it out.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Because you got a bit sidetracked there.
Yeah.
You got quite sidetracked.
Winner, chicken
Can't
dinner.
bring guests on. You just stop listening. You'll have to re-listen to the show. We talked about some quality stuff.
I'll listen. Until then, though, next week. So you aren't going to be here next week. You're on break for 2
Next week,
months.
2 months.
2 months of break.
I will try and get some B-roll every week.
Next week, we do have a guest, which he is a great. We've had him on the show before. He's great. I don't want to say his name because I believe.
This one, yeah.
I believe he wants to use a pseudonym. So in the interest not to, but I can tell you if you are here next week, definitely listen to the episode. It's going to be great.
Yep.
We're going to talk about computers and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a good speaker.
He's a good speaker. I should have asked. I'll tweet about it next week if you want to know who the speaker is. I'm sure I'll be able to do that at least. Until then, so you're not going to be here for a while. The week after that, we do have the Honorable Weblord Pepe, who is the owner and executor of Pepe's World, YouTube's greatest electronics show.
It's
actually
pretty
fucking
good.
great.
It's
It's
That's good.
loose. It's looser than the Bus Factor.
But you're listening to the Bus Factor.
So you clearly don't care about that. It's actually really informative as well. I'd say it's more informative than we are. So, yeah. Nonetheless, let's skedaddle out,
All right.
and we will catch you next week. Oh, I will catch you next week.
And thank you for the Patreons.
Say goodbye. Yeah, we do guarantee that one green bus will go through near the end of the show for every Patreon on a good tier. So, yeah.
All right. See ya.
Yeah, bye.